Time to have a friendly chat now about our stocks under 10 service and portfolio with the editor of that service, Brian Bolan. You're actually doing a pretty good job with the stocks under 10, I have to tell you. There's
Thank you.
a lot of green in the portfolio.
Thank you, Terry. It's good. It's always good to hear that, and it's quite a good change from when service first started, because we were struggling there at the beginning.
Yeah, a lot of green in the portfolio. As I said, S&P, by comparison, up about 12% since the election. So, but the 12% reflects the Trump trade mentality, not the green in the portfolio.
Right. You know, the Trump trade is really about the broader market and the bigger stocks in the market. You know, when we talk about stocks under 10, a lot of these names, because they're under $10, are small caps. You know, when you have a small cap name, it's not really going to be affected too much by the Trump trade. It's really more about the risk on, risk off scenario that we've been hearing so much about. And over the last several months, the market has been in risk on mode. So that's what's really helped this portfolio more so than, say, the Trump trade has.
All right, you used to run our home run investor service. Top end of this portfolio has 3 names in it that, technically speaking, could be construed as a home run, gain of 100% or better. So I'm assuming you still like those names.
Yeah, if they're still in the portfolio, I still like them, and definitely like these top 3 names. If we jump over here to take a look at the screen, we can see that Ultra Clean is still up there at 146%. Chemet Corp is up about 120%, and Extreme Networks up 112%. Big gains from these names, and here's the important thing about at least 2 of these names. I really like them going forward still. You know, Ultra Clean has a great valuation, has been going up, is in a hot space, you know, semiconductors and cleaning the materials for the semiconductors. So that stock I really like seeing. I believe that probably by the end of the year that could be $30 a share, and I think we're looking at 21 right now, and we bought in at 8, so pretty happy with that one. Should continue to do well. Extreme Networks is my other favorite stock of late. We've talked a lot about that one in Zach's Rank Buys and Bolan's Blowouts and all these different places. Still like that one a lot as well.
You had some early gains in the year in shipping stocks. You don't have any of those names in the portfolio right now. Are you going to circle back?
You know, we might circle back. You know, the shippers really have moved dramatically. It was a dramatic move up, and they moved back down. You know, are things going to move back for them? You have to look at the Baltic Dry Index. They tend to track that a little bit more, but the area that is, you know, related to that is trucking and shipping, you know, in the transports. A lot of the transport names have been doing pretty well. We have 2 stocks in the portfolio right now that are in the trucking space, if you will. CVGI's commercial vehicle, up 20% since we bought it in mid-April. And then the other one is Radiant Logistics, RLGT, up about 10% since we bought that in mid to late February. I like the trucking names here, mostly because oil is probably going to stay inside of a range, and the overall economy is strong. So we, you know, even though retail is kind of weak, we're still seeing, you know, goods being shipped around the country.
Any other sectors that have your attention right now?
You know, tech always is part of the process here, but, you know, you have to be careful inside of tech with these names that are under 10, because they're under 10 for a reason, and you have to be careful about your entry. And I think that's the thing that's really hurt us a lot of times. When we need to replace a name, we're getting in at a specific time just to replace the name, and we're not really timing it all that well. And that can really hurt the service a bit. But you know, these things happen, and that's why we have about, you know, 20 names, why we have that goal of 20 names, to have that diversification. So while certain stocks are getting hurt and beat up, other stocks are still performing.
You've got a couple of deal stocks in the portfolio. What's going on there?
Yeah, so when we say deal stocks, these are stocks that have been bought out, or they at least the announcement has come that they are going to be bought out. And it's basically, you know, it takes time from once that announcement happens to the actual deal closing and the stock moving from stock to becoming cash in your portfolio again. In the past, anytime that we've had one of these deal stocks, you know, something where it was bought, I've generally sold out of it rather quickly, because you have that risk of, you know, what if the company decides they don't want to do it, and then the stock will get, you know, really hurt. So for these stocks, I'm pretty sure the deals are going to happen, and I want to hold them all the way through. You know, for ELOS, we have an $11 per share deal price, so that's what you're going to get. and the stock is trading about 10.80. So I want that 20 cents. It means a lot when
Sure.
when you're in those low prices. And for the other one, Xcera Corp, XCRA, was trading 9.70 or so very recently at a $10.25 deal price. That one, there's still a lot of meat on that bone, so to speak. So I definitely want to hang in to at least see when the arbitrage players will start moving that number a little bit closer. Might sell out then, but still looking for that full deal price because we want to get the maximum for those values for those stocks that we bought.
All right, well, thanks for checking in with us. We'll see you next time around, as they say. And in between these video chats, don't forget, as a subscriber to the Stocks Under 10 service, you have the added benefit of getting periodic commentary from Brian, and that's where he can explore all the latest market action and the nuances with the different constituents in the portfolio. Meantime, with Brian, I'm Terry Ruffalo.